The CDC team that went to Palestine, Ohio. This is in the theme of this episode, which is the American government doesn't give a shit about Americans. There are train derailments. There's apparently a thousand train accidents a year because it's corporate run now, and they are trying to find profit at all angles. So they decrease the staff, they decrease the employees, they pay them less, they overwork them, they don't get things replaced when they should. And so you have this kind of endless stream of accidents and harm. Furthermore, you have more trains all connected. So when there is an accident, it involves more trains. You have chemical and gasoline and everything on these trains. So we all know what happened in Ohio, where they burned off, quote unquote, masses of this chemical, gallons of this chemical that has made everyone many in the area sick. But so the CDC team, studying what was going on there, studying the health impacts of East Palestine train derailment, fell ill during the investigation. I wonder why that is. 7 U.S. government investigators briefly fell ill in early March while studying this possible health impacts of a toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said the investigators' symptoms included sore throats, headaches, coughing, and nausea, all symptoms of toxic inhalation, toxic chemicals, consistent with what some residents in Ohio and across the border in Pennsylvania experienced after the February 3rd train derailment that released a cocktail of hazardous chemicals into the air, water, and soil. The investigators who experienced symptoms were part of a team conducting a house-to-house survey in the area near the derailment, and they immediately reported their symptoms to federal safety officers. This is after we've been told that area is safe. So the people in that area have been told that area is safe. Meanwhile, the people investigating whether the area is safe have gotten sick. That sounds like U.S. government for you, doesn't it? Symptoms resolved for most team members later in the same afternoon, and everyone resumed work on survey data collection within 24 hours. This is my... Oh, no. Next. Oh, not yet. I'll tell you my favorite part. The illnesses are coming to light after repeated assurances by government officials and representatives from Norfolk Southern, the company that operated the train, that the air and drinking water in East Palestine is not hazardous to health. This is my favorite part. It is not clear what caused the investigators' symptoms. Oh, really? It's not? No. Whether it was chemical exposure or something else, such as fatigue. Fucking fatigue. You know how you go out and you're just working hard, investigating something, and then you start coughing and having sore throats and nausea? What? I am always exhausted. I work hard. I'm fucking trying to get by. I'm tired. It's never caused coughing. Never once have I been like, I'm tired. What are you fucking talking about? Also, why would all of the team members get the same symptoms of fatigue at the same time? No, it's from the toxic chemicals, you assholes. I mean, it's amazing how CBS, this is CBS reposting something from KDKA, but I love how they feel the need to run interference while reporting this for corporate America, for Norfolk Southern, that offered something like $2,000, some tiny amount to the citizens, like some meaningless amount. All right, one more. So I want to give the deeper point. I always say there's 4 layers of reality that you should talk about, minimum. And in this one, you've got the surface level. Oh, well, they went and investigated and they got sick. I guess the area is not safe. You got kind of a lower level that's like, this company really should deal with these people and should give them money to, should buy them out of their houses. I read an article, I believe on this live stream, about how it's totally be feasible for that company's bottom line to literally buy every person in that area out of their houses. Like the amount they would spend is a tiny percentage of their annual profit. But anyway, so that's kind of a secondary level. But then you get into like a third level where this is indicative of a late stage empire on the decline. This is indicative of a government that's been bought out. So the CDC is not really doing their job, not telling these citizens to fear for their lives and to get the fuck out of there. The EPA is not doing their job. These people, these entities have been captured by corporate America. You'll never hear any of this on your mainstream media. You have this is indicative of late stage capitalism when there's more and more extraction. So these companies want to make more and more profit. They fire people. They overwork them. They don't. It was called a 19th century failure, meaning you don't see trains have these failures, these types of failures, since you haven't seen it since the 1800s. If you were to actually deal with them and repair them correctly, and that's what the union called it, they called it a 19th or 18th century failure, maybe 18th century, which was really, I thought that was just wooden wheels. Anyway, so that's layer 3. And then you get down to layer 4. That's almost always hashtag capitalism. This is what happens when you have an economic system that is profit over all else, that goes for the money rather than caring about the safety, caring about the health, caring about the environment, rather than caring about any of those things, because none of those things equate profit. So all of those are thrown to the wayside, and this is late stage capitalism, causing people to be sick and dying and not caring that happens. That's what it is.